Welcome back to the Architects Workshop. I'm Lola of Tor, and in today's episode, we're going to find out how we can change these level heads so that they can become something more appealing when we are creating our working drawings. If that's something you're interested in, then please stick around to the end of this video. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is just click on any of the level heads. When you click on it, you just go to the project properties, and I'm just going to look for this one, and I see that the current level head here is this circle, annual level head circle. So I'm just going to keep the name. I'm just going to go out and be like, okay. So what I'm going to do is, in my project browser, I'm going to come down and I'm going to go to families, and I'll come down under families. I'm going to scroll down. Okay, I don't need to go that far. Actually, it's under annotation. So annotation symbols. Then I'm going to scroll down, and where it says annual level head circle, I'm just going to click on it, right? And I'll right click, and then I'll go to edit. So here we see the current level head from our original file, and you might be asking that, oh, where is the reference plane? How do we know where it is? So to turn that on, all I'm going to do is I'm going to type VV, and then when it comes up, I'm going to go to annotation categories. I'm going to click on reference planes and apply and OK. So when I do that, you can see that this is the line where our level head is going to be. So what I want to do is I want to change this design. I want something, something smaller. I want it to be smaller one, and I want it to be a lot simpler than what we have on screen. So I'm going to click on create. And I'm going to click on line, and when I click on line, it takes me to the modify panel, and I'm going to click on a circle. So from here, I'll click on the center and just drag it out, right? I'll click on the exterior circle and delete it. I'll click on this field region, delete it. Click on this one, delete it. Then I'm going to go back to create, pick a line. Let's do a triangle. Yeah, so make sure the number of sides is 3, and then just click and drag out. So I'm going to do another triangle inside, but this time the triangle is going to be filled. So to do that, I'm going to go to create, then field region, and I'm going to come pick triangle again, but this time it won't be as big as that one. So I'm going to click on it, come to the properties panel, and just click solid black, right? So now I just want to add a few lines, so I'm going to create line, a few lines. I know how to speak English. Okay, so I think this is kind of cool. So I'm just holding down Control to duplicate it. Just want something a bit interesting, right? Not too complicated, just okay. So I think this is interesting, so I'm just going to leave it like this. You can decide to add more graphics and everything, but what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to select. Okay, let me undo that. I'll select all of this, right? And I'm going to remove the field region. So then I'm going to scale it down a bit. So just scale it down. Alright, then I'm going to do the same for the field region. I'm going to edit it and scale it down a bit because I just want it to look a bit smaller. This is especially helpful when you're working with projects that are very small, like bungalows or stuff like that. So you can reduce the thickness so that you can see what you're doing. So now the text, I also want the text to be, so let me just move this closer, right? I also want the text to be a bit smaller, so I'm going to click on it, edit type, and I'm going to duplicate it here, and I'll click OK, and let's say I'll just reduce it to like 2. Okay, and same here, I'll edit type, let me see, Yeah, just click here and just change the tag label to 2. So now I can move the name under here and move the elevation up here so that I'll have like number and elevation here. So before I load it into the project, what I have to do now is just save this particular one. So you can see I have some previously saved annotation circles here, but I'm just going to name this one as my level. I beg, my level is higher than this in Jesus' name. Oh. The level, yes, the level. And I'm going to make sure that it's just like 1, and I'll just say save. Right, then I'll load into the project. So project 1, let's do project 2. I'll just click OK. Right, so if we come down, we notice 2 things, but let's go to the east elevation first. So in the east elevation, you notice that nothing has changed here, but actually this grid is actually in our project right now. So let's bring it in. So if we click on this level and we click on edit type, right, we can actually duplicate this and call this project level, right? So then we can come down here and now click the level. This is the level standard, and we'll just click OK. So you see that our annotation has changed. So if we wanted it to be like on top this line, we could actually go back and edit it. And we can select, you see that is way smaller than this one, and we can go back and the text, even the text is way smaller than the other one. So it makes it like graphically exciting to look at. And we can do the same, just select the other ones and just click on project level, which is the one we just created. Now assuming we want this to sit on top this line, all we have to do is go back, navigate back to our families panel, our families tab in the project browser. So when we go down to our families tab under our project browser, we're going to notice something. You see that our anno grid head level, anno level head circle, it's still here, but our own is named the level. So we have to look for the level under the family browser. So when you come down, you see that we have the level. This is the name of our own level symbol here. So we want to edit it. So we'll just right click it and click edit. So if we highlight everything, we're able to easily move it and keep it on top the line here like this. Move this one back a bit. You can still adjust the name, the size of the names if you want, and I'm just going to load it into the project again. So I'm going to override the existing version and its parameter. So you see everything has moved. So I hope this tutorial has been helpful to you. I hope it helps you create beautiful level heads, and it makes your construction designs and process workflow a lot more easier as you create. Tag me in your works if you're posting them online, and yeah, until next time. Oh, wait a second. So you see these gigantic grid heads. In case you're wondering, how can you change them up? How can you make them smaller? How can you make them more unique, a different shape? Well, it's the exact same process, because these are grids on our floor plan. Let's take a look. These are grids on our floor plan, right? But you can make them smaller, you can change the color and all of that. And if that's something you're interested in, I'll just leave a link in the description box and check that out. I've already made a video about it. And until next time, I am Lola of Thor, and thanks for watching. Bye.